Hi there, Lorena Stevens here again in the second of my series of talks about writer's craft. Today I thought we'd discuss the genesis of ideas. That is, if you're writing fiction, how it is that you come up with your overlying theme, premise for your novel. Um, and I do think it's very important that you have, beyond, rough story outline, that there be an underlying current, an underlying theme to your novel. I have to think back to some classical literature of some of Thomas Hardy's work, and certainly he explored many uh, social issues of his time, most particularly being that of the antiquated nature of formal unions, that is, in marriage. But beyond that, throughout all of his novels, you will find he creates an underlying theme, almost a character, of humankind pitched against their environment, not just social structure, but their environment. And in that case, it takes the form of the Moors. And the Moors almost take on a human aspect, a life of their own. And that is a subcurrent that carries throughout all of his work. And I do believe very much creates the major influence in his work. Certainly in modern novels, you will find exactly the same sort of thing, where there is, I'm going to call it a secondary, but actually I do consider it a primary theme to the novel. Yes, you're discussing this, but overall there is this undercurrent. So, the genesis of your ideas, I believe, they take place in primarily four areas. Um, so this is your launch point. One would be a concept, as in perhaps a social structure, or what if there were this sort of technology, or what if society changed in this particular way, or what if um, environment caused something, and this will be the major theme of your novel. The second thing is place. So it could be a place that inspires you. Um, Certainly, my current work in progress, it's very much the place, that is Lanso Meadows, and the overlying influence of wind. So I want to have this constant feeling of being buffeted by the wind, and that feeling of being buffeted will also show up in relationships and in journeys, etc., etc., etc. That is your second um, possible genesis for an idea, that is a place. Um, in A third point could be an emotion. You want to um, have an underlying theme throughout the entire thing of a particular emotion, whether it's fear or anger or joy or confusion or whatever. That emotion will play through the entire theme of your novel. So basically, you're going to be inspired by, say, fear. So you're going to write a thriller or a horror or some such sort of thing. And you want to keep that sense of fear suspended, a razor wire, throughout your entire novel. The fourth thing would be an event, which is probably the easiest concept or rather, idea to use as a genesis for your novel. So something happens, a murder takes place, you have to solve it. There is an accident. There is a marriage. There is a death. There is something. An event is what causes the genesis of that novel. And then upon that, idea, that basic concept, then you go ahead and you build out your characters, your plot, and then if you're going to get really, really detailed, you're going to then build out your outline from those basic things. So, what inspires you to write a novel? It's an idea, a specific idea, precipitated by a concept, a place, an emotion, or an event. And then from there, once you have that figured out, then I think you will find that you can go forward and completely flesh out the rest of your novel. Very short video today. Hope that you have found some inspiration from that. And if you're at all curious, visit me at fiveriverspublishing.com. All of my books are listed there, and I'm always welcoming comments, conversation, any of that. And I must enforce to you that, there really isn't one particular right way of writing. You have to find a rhythm and a method that suits you. Yes, you need to know the rules, and in order to be able to create art, you need to know the rules well enough that you break the rules and create something magnificent. Enjoy your day. Please write, and visit me at fiveriverspublishing.com. Ta-ta, see you later.